What's good, Joe? We back with really not another episode, but brand new Road to Glory on College Football 26. Finally, I never finished the original one, but you see, I got my cornerback. We're in high school right now. It's my very first game. We're going to get right into it. So, obviously, if you don't know the challenges in Road to Glory, you're just playing moments in high school. I decided to go to Modern Day because, of course, best high school in the nation, by the way. Argue with your mom, bro. And you can see right here, I failed one of my challenges, but I still got a good game tape score. So I'm going to go to the next one right here. I got to prevent a touchdown. And low-key, high school is kind of hard. I'm not going to lie. Especially it's kind of new mechanics in the game, I feel like. But either way, my defense locking up, bro. But it's hard for me to get my challenges done when my defense is playing too good because sometimes I got to get an interception and stuff like that. But you see right here, got to prevent a touchdown. We're going to get a pick instead. And of course, I get an interception when that's not actually my challenge, but it is what it is. On to the next one. So here, 1st and 10, I just got to press my receiver and then stop them from scoring to complete the challenge. And you see I get the press off the first snap. Pretty easy, and my D-line taking care of business, bro. My player disappointed. I want interceptions for real, but they never even throw the ball my way. But I got the successful press, and my D-line is absolutely killing their team. I don't know how the score is still 6-3. Like, I guess they got to make it close for the challenge sake, but I don't know how we're even close in this game. Bro throws it over the middle. I want to get another interception, but my teammate does a good job breaking it up. So we went 4 for 4 or 2 for 2 on challenges on that one. So we got another one coming up. Got to get a pass breakup, tackle for loss, or interception. Tackle for loss is always going to be hard as a corner because usually I'm not blitzing or nothing like that. But I'm going to try to get an interception or at least a PBU. But we'll see. They got to throw the ball for that to happen. I'm dropping back, locking up. They throw the other way. My teammate ends up breaking it up. So we're all good. But, of course, I don't get my challenge success because they didn't throw my way. I don't know what they want me to do, bro. I'm trying to do my best over here. But I can't throw the ball to myself. So we load him back. And I get my first official offer from UNLV. As you can see, I'm a 5-star from Sacramento, California, of course. Shout out to UNLV, my first offer, and it happens to be a West Coast team. So that's cool. I don't know if I ended up actually going there, but I appreciate the support. And then another one from Utah State. Shout out to Aggies. More than likely won't be going there either. But my first 2 offers of high school coming my senior year. But, man, we'll take all the offers. And another one from UTEP. Appreciate Coach Scotty Walden, man. Head coach over at UTEP. I appreciate you for the offer. Got another one from University of Tulsa or Tulsa University. I don't know which one it is. I know B-Lou and Z went there, though. Shout out to them. Another one from UAB. I didn't even know they had a football program, to be honest. I thought they canceled it. And then I got another one from Western Michigan. So I can't count. I'm sorry, but I'm up to like, 6 offers. And it actually dropped nationally, but hey, we're still a 5-star, so I'll take it. And then my teammate asked me if I want to study. Of course I'm going to study, man. School comes first. I'm a student athlete, but I am first a student. I'm going to be a 5-star regardless, but I got to make sure my grade is cool. And you can see my school interest increases for the schools with rigorous academics, Washington, USC, and Michigan. They're tough schools to get into as academically, so got to lock in. And then Billy Napier from Florida taps in with me, DMs me, sends me a text saying he wants to see what I could do next game out. So I want that Florida offer for sure. I want to play in the SEC if I get the opportunity. If it's the best opportunity, of course. And I love Florida uniforms, to be honest. So I set the highlight moment just to see. I never back down from a challenge, but, I got to go and show out for Florida. So we load into the next game. Once again, I got to get a pass breakup, tackle for loss, or interception. And don't let them score a touchdown. But what does that require, y'all? They got to throw the ball my way. So I'm going to try my best to, bait the quarterback or something. That's why I play zone right here, just to see if that gives me a better opportunity. But they run a bunch of shorter routes, and then my D-line gets to the quarterback anyway. And there's nobody to my side of the field, and they hand the ball off. So I'm trying to get a tackle for loss, but my teammate gets there before I can. So this is really my last chance, 3rd and 11 right here. Driving back in my zone. Hopefully they throw it, but my D-line kills the quarterback once again, and I failed my challenge. So I just keep taking hits to my moments because they don't throw the ball. And this is the drive for Florida. They want me to get an interception, but it's gonna be damn near impossible if they don't even throw the ball my way. And you can see I get cooked right here. I'm not even gonna lie. They finally throw the ball my way and I get fried. So that's really on me. But it wasn't really a ball I could intercept anyway, even if I was there. So I'm running man again, but they end up handing the ball off. My defense taking care of it. But I'm hoping they throw the ball again, man. I still don't know how we're down in the game, but we'll let that slide. We're not even going to look at the scoreboard. We don't really care about all that, man. But I line up in the zone right here, drop back. Nobody's coming into my zone. Even dude started coming in there, pause. But the quarterback got sacked anyway. You can see I failed the challenge right there. So we'll see if that Florida offer is still on the table because I did fail that challenge with their coaches in attendance. So that's not good. I can cook off the line again. The problem with that is I try to jam, and the jam is kind of weird. Like, it's not working like how it was in College Football 25 and Madden for that matter. So I got to get better at that. But you see my defense locking up once again. And this time I just got to prevent field goal range, so I'm not overly concerned. They run a wide receiver screen right here. We get that taken care of. But we just got to prevent field goal range, like I said. We didn't have to worry about a pass break or anything like that. That was a good route. I thought I could get an interception off that, but my teammate was a sack, so we get off the field. Very next drive, I got to get a tackle for loss, PBU, or interception as usual. I felt like I sagged off good enough right there to where you might throw it, but he ended up throwing it to my teammate or in my teammate's direction. So we got to go and try again right here. And he runs a crosser. I thought I was about to get under that, but he didn't throw it once again. So at this point, I'm confused, bro. Because they should really be giving me props for not getting the ball thrown my way. Like, that should be the goal. But I'm really taking a hit to my recruiting because they're not throwing me the ball. But that means I'm doing my job, so I don't know what they want me to do. I thought I could get a pick right here, and I missed time to jump, bro, because I didn't think he was actually going to throw it. I was trying to be patient, but I got impatient after a while because the quarterback was just staring it down. But either way, you see throw right here, and I finally get it in my interception, bro. Redeem myself the very next play, and I complete that challenge. Got 950 game tape score. That sounds like a lot to me, man. So I should be doing good, but interception is an interception. So we'll see how my ranking went and if I get any more offers. Come right back into the live. I get a BYU offer. That's probably my best offer I've got so far. BYU is a big time program. They're on the up and up right now. Shout out Ryder Lions if you know, you know. Then I get another one from Oklahoma State. It's another P4 offer. So I appreciate that for sure. And then one from Washington State, another one on the West Coast. So all the West Coast schools certainly going to be in heavy consideration because, you know, I kind of want to stay close to home. But I end up going up nationally and down in the state. I don't know how that works at all, but hey, man, we'll take it. Mike Elko ends up hitting me up. He says, Texas A&M has a big need at corner, and if I commit to the program, I should get starting time right away for the most part. So, hey, man, that sounds good to me, Coach. I appreciate that. Of course, I want to play right away. Texas A&M is in the SEC, and they have great uniforms. That's a big part of it, if I'm being real. Hey, man, that's a good opportunity for me. So I appreciate that from Coach Elko. And then I get another offer from Indiana. Shout out Coach Signetti, man, or Signetti. I don't know how to pronounce it, but shout out to bro either way. Shout out Kurt. I'll just call him Kurt. Indiana Big Ten offer. I don't know if I live in Indiana, but hey. I get another offer from Minnesota. Shout out Minnesota and shout out Coy Parrish, bro. He's cool. That would be cool to play with, bro, in the game for sure. One of the best safeties in the country. Picked off Miller Moss last year. I was rooting for USC if you can't tell. But shout out to bro either way. Shout out Coach Belichick. I don't know who Hector Luna is. Coach Belichick is the coach of UNC. Another good offer. But this is what somebody count for me. I haven't been counting, but that's got to be what, like 12, 15 offers, something like that. And then I drop in the rankings once again. I don't know how that works, but hey, bro, I'm still a 5-star. As long as I'm still a 5-star or at least a 4-star, I'll be all right. But even then, stars don't really matter. I know if I'm good or not. So just to follow up on Coach Napier from Florida, I didn't complete their challenge, but he said they'll still keep an eye on me. So I'll get a polite answer, you know. I didn't complete the challenge, but the challenge was a little bit ridiculous to get an interception. Like, come on, bro. Those aren't easy. But hey, hopefully they still offer me. Even though the scholarship bonus has decreased, hopefully I'll still get that offer. I'm here talking to my high school coach, and he's saying we got to be prepared for the next game. And he also mentions how teams can revoke my offer if I don't commit. So I also have the option to commit early, and that I need to manage my top 10 list. I don't know about committing early because that might, prevent other teams from offering me potentially. So I think I'll keep my options open until signing day for sure. And he said I might have to walk on to certain schools if I don't get an offer. Yeah, I'm only going places where I get an offer. I'm not going to be disrespected like that, especially when I have offers already. If I have to walk on, I will. But only way I walk on is if I don't have offers and I already have a bunch of offers. So that's not going to happen. My boy Alex asking if I'm going to homecoming or if I'm skipping to go with my trainer. And honestly, bro, shout out Mikey Williams, but I don't know. Let me see. Should I go or should I not? What y'all think, bro? Honestly, I'm gonna skip it, bro. Shout out Mikey Williams, man. We're going to Mikey Williams route. If it was prom now, I'll go to prom. But homecoming, it's not that serious. We can get some more work in. But I'm gonna head over to my recruitment now just so I can see my top 10 and what it's looking like. Washington number 1 on my board. Really the uniforms, and they're in the Big Ten, and they're like in need of a corner. You can see I'll be cornerback 1 if I go commit there. They do have a bunch of corners on their big board. One of them is ranked ahead of me, but I never been scared of competition, especially when they telling me I'll probably be corner 1 anyway. And then I have Florida in my top 3 as well. But I did fail that challenge, so I'm not even on their board right now. But I could have the potential to be a starter if they do end up offering me. So I'll keep my options open for sure. And then I have Oregon up there as well. And I'm the number 1 corner on their board, number 2 player on their board in general. But the only problem is I don't know if I'll really start for real. But either way, because it's Oregon, I'm going to still move them up, And I'm going to move Florida down just because I'm not on their big board. And because Oregon has me as a number 1 corner on their board as well, I'm going to move them up a little bit higher than I would Washington, who has me number 2. And I'm going to move up Texas also. And then Michigan doesn't have me on their board. So I don't know how I feel about that. Same with LSU, Colorado, and Syracuse. And Colorado, I want to play for Coach Prime, but if y'all not going to have me on your board and going to go at C. Mady instead of me, hey, man, I might got to change my mind. Same thing with Syracuse. They don't have me on their board. Maybe they think I'm too good. They don't want to waste their time because I'm not going to go there anyway. So I'm going to have to replace them for sure. Let me see who I want to replace them with on my top 10. Let's see. Probably a school I already have an offer from just to replace them. Maybe North Carolina. Nah. Hey, I want to replace them right now. I'll just keep my top 10 open and see what happens. Because, I don't have an offer from any of those schools yet anyway. So I'll just see what happens over the weeks. Going into the rest of the season. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. Got a couple more high school games, and then we'll end up committing. So we'll see if the offers keep flowing in. We'll see how my high school season goes. And we'll go from there. But stay on the lookout for the next episode. Appreciate y'all.